Hi, my name is Peter Harville, and I'm the valedictorian of General Brown Central School District. This is a story about my good friend Anonymous and I. Anonymous once told me, "Follow your heart and you will be happy." So I crawled into bed that night and thought about their advice. I closed my eyes and thought, Peter, what is it that you want in your heart? What will it take in order to be happy? And then, it came to me. In the silence of my room, it came to me. I realized what my heart wanted, and all I had to do was sit and listen. When I figured out what my heart wanted, I followed it. And I was happy forever. The end. Now, isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever heard? Here's what really happened. Anonymous told me, follow your heart, and you'll be happy. So I crawled into bed that night and thought about their advice. I closed my eyes and thought, Peter, what is it that you want in your heart? What will it take in order to be happy? Sleep. So I slept, and then I woke up in the morning, tormented by the same question. Peter, what is it that you want in your heart? What will it take in order to be happy? Those questions tormented me all day in school, in the car, at the gym, and at home, until finally, after hours of tossing and turning in my bed, sleep. My heart and I were never very good at communicating with one another. Whenever I would ask, hey heart, what is it that you want? It would always reply, was sweet, Buxin Han. Now, if you thought to yourself, what the heck is he saying? Now you know exactly how confusing it is for me to listen to my heart. What I just said is Chinese for, shut up, you're a man who lost his heart. In China, that phrase, a man who lost his heart, is used to describe a man who cheated on his wife. But in the context of this graduation speech, it literally means that I had lost touch with my own heart. So, I went back to Anonymous and complained, I can't follow my heart because I don't know what my heart wants. How did I lose touch with myself? Then Anonymous told me, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So, I crawled into bed that night and thought about their advice. I closed my eyes and thought, Peter, what are you going to create? Who are you going to be? And it came to me. I was going to go to school, and I was going to be the best me I could be. I was going to listen, speak, feel, and see. I came here to learn, and that's what I'll do. I'll be patient, responsible, helpful, and true. I'll be kind to others inside and out, because lion pride is what I'm about. All the kids thought I was the most coolest, interesting kid alive. And I was happy. Forever. The end. Now, isn't that pathetic? Here's what really happened. Anonymous told me, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So I decided to create myself. I was going to go to school and be the best me I could be. I was going to be good at everything in school. Always do your best, right? Wrong! Turns out doing your best causes a lot of stress. But I was going to listen, speak, feel, and see. Turns out, when you're trying to do your best, you become self-absorbed and you push people away. But I wasn't worried about friends in school, right? I came here to learn, and that's what I'll do. Well, believe it or not, school got in the way of my education, and I failed the most important lesson in life. I'm very bad at socializing. But I'll be patient, responsible, helpful, and true. Come on. I'm a kid. I'm not an adult yet. I don't want to do that stuff. I'll be kind to others, inside and out, because lion pride is what I'm about. I tried kindness. I treated others the way I wanted to be treated. But here's the hard truth. People don't always treat you as kindly as you treat them. You can't go into every room dealing out kindness and expecting it in return. Yeah, I did the best I could. I'm successful. I did really good in school. But I still feel empty. So I went back to Anonymous, slightly annoyed that their advice wasn't helping me. I told them I created a boy who was good at everything except being happy. For God's sake, I just want to be happy. I don't know what my heart wants. I don't know how to create myself. I have no idea what I'm doing. Then Anonymous told me, happiness is a journey, not a destination. So I crawled into bed that night and thought about their advice. I closed my eyes and thought, Peter, what if you just stopped worrying about things? What if you just let yourself go and see where life takes you? It came to me. I stopped worrying about school, stopped worrying about being a good lacrosse player, stopped worrying about the future. I let everything go until I was a nobody. No job, no school, no cares whatsoever. And soon, I found out I was only doing the things I wanted, the things that made me happy. And I was happy. Forever. The end. Yeah, right. Here's what really happened. Anonymous told me happiness is a journey, not a destination, so I accepted that happiness would just find me eventually. I started to put minimum effort into school. I stopped worrying about lacrosse. I stopped having any interest in my future. All I did was write music, take runs, and watch Grey's Anatomy until 4 o'clock in the morning. Although these things did make me temporarily happy, I felt like I was wasting time. When I would sit on the couch, not a second would go by, where I wouldn't worry about homework, or researching my future, or researching my intended major. Optical engineering. What even is that? The thought of doing anything productive caused me nothing but stress, and doing anything unproductive caused me even more stress. It was a vicious cycle. It seemed like no matter what I did, I was just doomed to live an unhappy life. So I went back to Anonymous, and I'm furious. I cannot just go with the flow. I cannot create myself. And I cannot follow my own heart. Nothing you say is helping me to be happy. How am I supposed to go on living if I can't be happy? This time, Anonymous did not give me some canned advice for how to be happy. You really thought what I had to say was going to make you happy, Anonymous said. I ought to slap you silly. Nothing I ever said made you happy, because nothing I say will ever make you happy. I can tell you what you want to hear. My words are sweet, but they will never eliminate your fear. Your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your Saluda and valedictorians, they can only give you all this sweet advice in the world. But in the end, none of it will make you happy. Life is a forest, and you're standing at the edge, where the plains of childhood meet the trees of adulthood. Life is a forest, and nobody makes it out alive. And nobody is going to blaze a trail of happiness with cheap advice. Life is a forest. There are no trails, period. You just walk in, and you never walk out. But here's the good news. You're ready. You were born ready. No, nothing I say or do, nothing your friends say or do, nothing your family say or do will make the journey into the woods of paradise. You will not find paradise with your friends, at work, at a party, in nature. Go ahead, keep on searching. But this forest is enormous, and it will not give you an ounce of paradise. You want to find paradise? Try looking in the mirror, between your eyes, behind your head. That is the road to paradise. And likewise, the road to ruin. See that person in the mirror? They have all the answers. Your friends, your family, they can hold your hand. But only you know the way to paradise. You already have the answers. You are ready. The moment you were born, you cried because you were cold and you wanted your mother and the lights were too bright. But you knew what you wanted. And deep down inside, you will always know what you want. You will always know what you need to be happy. The reason it's so hard to find paradise is because you've been knocked around by people who don't like you, knocked around by your family, knocked around by social media, knocked around by high school where they teach you that being yourself isn't good enough and that you have to fit into some mold. You've been knocked around so much, you doubt you could ever find paradise. But doubt will knock you around harder than any bully you will ever meet. You are good enough. You do have what it takes to find paradise. You deserve to find paradise. You may be in denial about that, but that's okay. Just keep trudging through that forest. I cannot tell you how you'll find that paradise, but I'll tell you when you do, you'll feel amazing. You won't even expect it when you find it, but you will trip right over it. You've been alone for for almost a quarter of a year, and you're still standing. You may be in pain, but you're still standing. Keep standing. You'll find it. Forget about the mold. Forget about trying to fit in. You are resilient. You are brilliant enough. Don't worry about the kids in school who make fun of your race, your gender, or your sexual orientation. You're better than that. This quarantine sucks. It's okay that you hate living with yourself all alone. But I hope from this quarantine you realize that when everything in life falls apart, all you got is you. When you take away all the noise in the world, the only thing you can hear is the beating of your own heart. And it's scary. Maybe before the quarantine, your everyday life was just a distraction from the fact that you don't know how to live with yourself. You don't know how to be alone. But now you are alone. And you realize that there are things that you miss and things that you don't miss from everyday life. When they set you free, don't bother going back into things that you don't miss. Go after the things you do miss. Maybe the things that you do miss are the things that you want in your heart. And maybe if you follow those things that you want in your heart, you will be happy. Maybe this quarantine will help you find paradise. Maybe it's impossible to imagine that right now because you're in pain, you're suffering. But listen to what your heart wants. What does it want? It wants to be out. It wants to be free. What do you miss? That's what you need to go after. Don't waste your time on the things that you could care less about, the things you've forgotten. When you take away all the noise in the world, all you're left with is the beating of your heart. It's scary. Maybe you don't know what your heart wants. But your heart is all you need. On behalf of the class of 2020, congratulations. Stay healthy. Stay 6 feet apart.